I haven't ate since Wednesday, 2 p.m. I can't eat till tomorrow, 2 p.m. That'll be my 3-day fast. I'm fasting for a full recovery, full restoration, to regenerate my cells and pray for a miracle. You know what I'm saying? To take my pain away, take any malignancy cells, kill any malignancy cells in my body. It's hard. This morning I felt it bad. I got up, almost had a head rush and passed out. You gotta give something up to gain something from God, you know, and he preaches on fasting, you know, and the importance of it. You want some, fast and pray. But it's painful, man. I cry. It hurts me. You know what I'm saying? And I get depressed thinking about how he turned my whole life around, you know? I'm a freaking crippled man, 30-year-old man. A sick, injured young man with pain every day. Pain. You know what I'm saying? But I fight every day. Every day I wake up, if I'm not, every day I wake up, I make my teas, my coffees. I'll fast till like after 12, after sometimes 2. Then I'll just put good stuff in my body like spinach, kale, all the fruits you could think of. I go to Mother's Nutrition and give me all the fruits. Cucumbers, lemons, oranges. All that is anti-cancer and good for your cells, your body, period. I put castor oil over my lungs and my body at night. Castor oil has a real a healing factor, you know. It eliminates tumors, lesions, skin cancer. It's good for everything. And that's why they call it a magic oil, because it penetrates your skin. If you put it on, leave it for a while, it'll be gone. It went inside. You know what I'm saying? I do my part, man, but it's hard. It's a hard fight. My son's great grandma told me it's gonna be a fight, a tough fight, when I first got diagnosed. And I see what she means, man. It's tough. It's hard. You wanna be great, you wanna do regular things, and your life has changed. Did a 360. You can't just get up and go and do regular ass things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just back and forth to the kitchen with it, or to the bed, in the bed right here, literally. That's it. Listen to my church, sometimes music, worship God, listen to other things online, podcasts and stuff, and just drink a lot of water, you know, work out, keep the blood flowing, pray, cry some more, take this breathing treatment to open up my lungs. You know what I'm saying? That's it, pretty much. Same program every day. I don't have a PET scan till the 25th, I believe, or something like that. And the 21st, I see my oncologist. He put in to see me, so Who knows what he's seeing on my skin or what's going on? That's a dreadful feeling, you know? Like, damn. Cancer, it sucks, period. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. It's no joke. It's devastating, I tell you that. And it eats you from the inside. It kills you, you know? That's why I do everything in my power with the knowledge I obtained about cancer, on how to fight it and beat it. That's what I'm doing with the fruits, vegetables, and the teas. You know what I'm saying? Sea moss, all that stuff. Soursop, all the herbs you could think of. Turmeric. It's just, I just so happen to get the worst cancer, stage 4 lung cancer. And that's the worst stage, so it's hard to get rid of it 100%. That's why God, you know, I'm praying to God. That's why I say I'm doing my part. God has to do the rest. My faith is there. He healed me once, you know. He got rid of all my cancer. But now it's on a microscopic level. There's cells, malignancy cells they call them, that was in that fluid that was in my lung. They see cancer cells in that. You know, and you can't see cells unless it's under a microscope. And cells eventually grow and spread and get you sick and kill you eventually. And I take the chemotherapy, you know what I'm saying? That fights. It doesn't cure the cancer, but it keeps it at bay, so it doesn't spread, you know? So I take that as well. So my oncologist wants to see these scans and see if he's gonna have to change my medication, because if there's still a recurrence in cells and shit, he's gonna have to either go to the alternative chemo or do something about it. That's the only route, really. There's like 2 more medications, and after that, that's it. Ain't nothing they could do medically wise. But he says the medication I'm on tends to last a long time. He doesn't know. He doesn't see any sign of cancer growth. It's just this fluid buildup that keeps occurring in my lung. And recently, I just had lung surgery. That's why I'm in so much pain, to try to glue my lungs so the fluid stops building up. That's why you see those scars right here, the incisions. That's so painful. It hurts me every day. Not to mention my spine pain. I had spine surgery. The cancer went there to my L5. My body suffers every day. That's why I cry. You know what I'm saying? I don't cry because of death. I cry because the pain. Everybody has to die, you know? And if you're really a believer, you know where you're going when you die and who you're going with. You know? That's why I'm glad I got this wake-up call to get right with God and be righteous in my soul. Live a righteous life. So when that time does come, it could be 10 years from now. He might give me 15 years. Who knows? But when it comes, you know you did right by him. You know what I'm saying? You know where you're going. None of this shit matters. You can't take it all with none of it with you. Family will forget about you. You know what I'm saying? There might be a few that mourn and hurt every day, but God is really all that matters. Family too, you know, but look it, I ain't got no family, no loved ones, no genuine people around me. I'm in this alone, fighting it alone. It's tough alone. I just have a tough soul, tough mind. You know, I've been confined before, so I know how to be alone. But anybody else, it would devastate them. I know for a fact, because I get devastated. I cry at night sometimes from being alone. On top of the pain, but just being alone, not having no family, no loved ones, no warmth, just an empty house, you know what I'm saying? And I just rely on God's word. God is his rod and his staff comfort me. That's all I have to lean on. And to count on.